Hello Aries, welcome back to my channel. Alright, it's for Sun, Moon, or Rising Aries, or if you were attracted to the title, that is so fine as well. Whenever I was venturing out on my little healing journey, about this time last year, I always thought, no, I'm an Aries, I have to watch Aries. And then later on I learned about my sun and I learned about Sun, Moon, and Rising. I've been really unable to speak today. Maybe I'm needing to do a throat chakra healing. But anyways, so the overall energy for you Aries, these cards came out and there's a lot of fire energy here already. Maybe you have other fire placements in your chart, or you're dealing with a fellow fire sign. But we have an amazing opportunity. Be bold, courageous, and optimistic. Now is the time to take action. Do what you're passionate about. Planning for the long term, abundance from past choices, pride in the success of your labors. Be patient as you decide what's next. Be patient while you're trying to figure out what you want to do, okay? It's okay if you're at a certain age in life and you're like, oh, what do I want to do now? See here? He's got a blank page here. And he's no spring chicken, it don't look like to me, right? I say this because I'm a fellow Aries sun as well, and I'm on the verge of turning 40 here. So I'm trying to look at this like I'm just starting my life. Figuring out who I am, standing in my power, speaking my truth, being open and honest, not giving a fuck what other people think, while doing the same as not judging people, not judging myself, leading from my heart, loving, having compassion. So that might be what you guys are transforming right now. Is all of the above what I just said, right? But really figuring out like, okay, I've done this. You've done all this work back here. You know what you don't want. You know what you want to walk away from, right? What do I want to do now? Planting those seeds. So the transformation card says a significant life experience that requires changes to be made. Powerful and often unexpected revelations, breaking free of procrastination, releasing old belief systems. Yes, Aries. Ooh, I'm excited for you. Okay? And don't get me wrong, this healing journey, when we release these old belief systems and these thinking patterns and whatever else you're mending, healing, and releasing, it's quite an emotional upheaval, a mental upheaval, even a physical upheaval, okay? Because it can take a toll on us, and maybe you were put in a position where, you know, spirit, you know, the universe was like, we're gonna give you, like COVID, for example. Like I got COVID. Me and my honey both were sick for a couple of weeks, and it was just because we had ignored all the signs about resting and sitting still and doing what we needed to do, and so we kept pushing ourselves, right? And therefore our immune systems got lowered and our health shields sense on that. So like you catch a cold, you get sinusitis, your hemorrhoids are hurting you real bad. I don't know, but it's just signs, I feel, for you that it's really meant to stop and pause, like start listening to that body and taking the time to rest when needed, okay? You might be a goer, but you also have been having like procrastination on certain things, okay? Like I, for instance, I love to do this right here, and I want to do this all day, but it does take energy. It kind of depletes me after a little while. But so I'm looking over at my dresser, and there's a bunch of shit. My dresser is the catch-all, right? I've got bags of rolled coin. I've got a bag of pistachios, you know, a thing of socks, my makeup, all kinds of shit that just clutter, okay? Clutter that needs to be cleared. Oh, well, we took the long way around. And you might be consciously clearing the clutter of your energetic centers as well, but maybe you've finally found the time to finally just like you got a wild hair in your ass to clear that clutter off the dresser or clear out the closet or get rid of old stuff, right? There were several cards that came out for y'all. Okay, so let's see what they are. Know that you are loved, okay? Your spirit team, your angels want you to know that you are very, very, very loved. And they really wish that you could see, feel, hear, sense all that energy of love around you. Go for it. So maybe it's something that you weren't, like this card says, a significant life experience that requires changes to be made, powerful and often unexpected revelations. So maybe you have realized what you truly love, what you're truly passionate about, what your heart desires, and, you know, what's going to bring you joy in that job department or career department. And I sense probably for a lot of you, it's going into business for yourself, probably, but whatever it is, Spirit's saying you need to go for it. Attend to the details. So, well, that's funny how this card is coming out under a significant life experience that requires changes to be made. Attend to the details. So he's laying out his plans. He's fixing to set stuff into motion. He's got this field plowed and ready to have seeds planted, but he's like, pros and cons I feel here also. But when you write down these pros and cons, don't write them down from your head space. Write them from your heart space. And how I do that is I put my hand over my heart. That way it helps me concentrate on what's there, right? As we read or we write. Automatic writing comes to mind too. And I think that was a message for me as well. I need to do that later. But anyways, take a breather. So it's okay to take a breather in between times, you know. We don't always have to be constantly working. Have faith and trust that your family is cared for and the universe has your back. Things always happen in divine timing, and there's always, in previous situations, maybe there was downfalls of something. When something just happened in the nick of time, you scraped up, you found $5 in the couch cushion because you needed something to complete your dinner for that night, and that's all the money you had, or you needed toilet paper, or, you know, whatever it may be. Something's always happened. And don't discount that even if you had to reach out and ask for help or assistance in getting that, okay? Because that person that you reached out to was still willing to help you, right? You still acquired the help you needed at that time. Change. I understand that nothing can grow or revolve without movement. So then again, we have that breaking free of procrastination and transformation here. I'm going to put this right. Attend to the details. You know what needs to change. You know what needs to fall away from your life. I think you guys have already gone through a lot of this, though. Some of you are just beginning. Some of you are just starting to get this idea about change and those old belief systems and whatnot. Seeing the truth in everything. Releasing guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Oh my gosh. And then we have releasing old belief systems over here. Holy cow. These really come out together. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So that one saying, 858 on the timer, by the way. There's a lot of orange here too. So sacral chakra definitely activating. We never know what we have until we don't have it anymore, right? But if there was something that's not able to come back towards you. Okay, so for instance, like during a storm or when they're working on the water lines or something and the water has to be shut off or the electric goes out, you know. I mean, as human beings, evolved human beings, we've grown pretty accustomed to having those little luxuries and taking them for granted, right? And we don't really appreciate those damn things until something happens and they go off, and then we're like, oh. And then whenever it comes back on and you're able to wash your hands really good or fill up your water pitcher or whatever it is, you're like, oh. You know, that's like a triggering thing. I appreciate it so much. Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Oh, okay. So for some of you, this is a healing journey on your body, you know? Really making significant life changes in how you, what and how you treat your body, what you put in your body and how you treat it, right? Letting go of vices, really being conscious about what's going in there. Have faith. Have faith and know that you are loved. Yeah, reflecting on your truth. For others, you are and have been reflecting on your truth. Let go of that grief and that guilt. You can't change the past, right? We can't change that now. The only thing we can do is strive to be better and treat people better and with respect in how we want to be treated. Grieve your losses. So we have grief over here as well. So grieving your losses, I feel like there's a part of you, a part of your ego that's being shed away. And that you kind of feel you like, okay, so there's part of you that's being released. So you might be feeling some grief on that when there's nothing else that's, you know, you didn't have any other loss in your life. So but all, okay, I'm being drawn to this releasing old belief systems. And, you know, that's obtaining to religion. And who are we conformed by? We're usually conformed by our parents or significant family members as we were growing up in the religion department, if they were religious at all, right? So you might be grieving a little bit that I'm releasing this belief system and now maybe I'm not going to have anything in common with that family member or that good friend or, you know, whomever it may be. It's gonna be okay though. You can grieve it and then release it, okay? The key here is to acknowledge that emotion and to really feel it and let it go and say, okay, I acknowledge you, but you no longer serve my highest good. I'm going to release you now. And then that's whenever you can call in your angels to help you release it as well. We have time to replenish. And that's coming out under take a breather, right? The courage to step into life. So look at her. She looks like she summoned that courage to jump off that damn boat. And she's like walking, striving with confidence. Having courage for this change. Okay. A tidy house, clarity and organization. Weren't we speaking earlier about like getting rid of clutter, right? Yeah. Meditation and stillness will help you with the releasing though. For me in my healing journey, meditation was essential. It was a big part. Aligning and balancing and healing my chakra systems. And we've got 7 main energy centers in us. It might be something you might want to look up or you have been looking into. Choices and their consequences. So this is coming back to the grief and the guilt. So acknowledging to yourself that you made those choices. At that time, you made that choice to act that way, to be that way, to do that way, whatever. And now it's just the consequences of it, but it's going to be released from you soon. But we also don't need to be like should have, could have, would have, right? Like for my son, I wish I'd been a better mother for him. I was very lost and I was in the process of having a lot of trauma put upon me from a toxic relationship, but also in trying to deal with my past trauma from my childhood, had no idea that that's what was going on. Also being empathic and very aware of energy and I was very, very psychic as well, but I discounted myself a lot. But 111, so you might be seeing 111 a lot or 1111. But I always wish, like, I was always worried I don't think it affected him as much as I think it did, but I had to release a lot of that. Like, I can't change that past. I can move forward now. He's 20 years old now. You know, I can't go back in time, but what I can do is be more mindful of how I proceed with my relationship for him from here moving forward, right? Okay. Examples there I'm giving you, my loves. All right, so then we have, oh my gosh, as I say examples, and that says lead by example. So also I forgot to mention that I have a 12-year-old daughter too. She will be 13 in February, but if she has kids when she gets older, I want her to look back at this time that she has with me and be like, yeah, my mom, she was really good. She was very understanding. She was open-minded. There wasn't anything I couldn't tell her. But at the same time, you know, we still had to brush our teeth and clean our rooms and do our own laundry, you know? Because we're teaching our kids those kind of things. Feel joy in all that you do. So having a sense of joy while you're leading by example. Possessing the self-confidence. There's that again. Having that self-confidence to really take the reins into your own hand, because we create our own reality and it's up to you to create your own future. Showing the world the real you. Yeah, the authentic, true nature of you is really starting to come out. Wow. Expecting powerful change. Whoa, the courage to step into life. Expect powerful change. Is this card? Is this it? Yes, look at that, Aries. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Taking that guided action towards something. Possessing the self-confidence. There's still a lot of orange here. A personal issue is going to reach resolution. So, see that? This is going to reach, you're going to have a resolution on it. You're going to have that epiphany on it. That aha moment. And then once you realize why or how or what you needed to learn from it, whatever you're harping on in the past, it's going to leave your energetic field. Savor your life. I think there's another card there. Yeah. Savor your life. Like really enjoying things here, right? Dancing, singing. Solitude and silence, peace prevail. So another one about meditation and stillness, right? And look, healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. You are crossing bridges, Aries, okay? It's going to get better. The sky is the limit. The only way from here is up, right? I hope it helps. I hope it resonated. Feel free to hit that like button if it did, or comment below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It is greatly appreciated. I went a little over on time here, but that's okay. Love and light.